Okay, hello everyone, my name is Jess. We're gonna go over every single 14 abilities in the entire game of Palworld of Fabric, okay? This is the current edition, Fabric edition, right? Because Fabric was just the most recent update. Now, there are 14 abilities that are breedable. Breedable. That means that they are inheritable. They are not locked to a specific PAL, because what that means when it comes to locked, look at this guy's ability. This says that it's his exclusive ability. Now there will be a website that I will be showing you guys very shortly on the abilities that are breedable, that are locked, that are fruitable, and that are exclusive and whatnot, okay? This is the website right here, paldb.cc. What you do is you go to that website, click on skills, active skills, click it, and you'll be brought to this exact website. Now, the icons, you have the fruit icon. This means that you are able to skill a fruit, an ability, to any specific PAL that does not already have that fruit. Now, one thing to note is that the breedable abilities, okay, the inheritable abilities, the unique abilities, they all are just different words for each other. They are not fruitable, okay? Now that's a good thing. I hope that they keep it that way, because this is how we can gatekeep certain abilities through a hard and not hard, but a tedious, arduous method of obtaining them, okay? Now, with that being said, let's move on. You already saw the fruit icon. Now the one next to it is this weird rod with stars on it. What this means is that it just indicates how actually far the projectile ability can reach, right? Certain abilities can go very far, 5,000 units. Some can only go 1,000, some can only go 500, right? So that's really all it is. Now, let's go to the locked icon. What this means is it will not inherit. So essentially, this just means that the PAL, regardless if you breed it with another PAL or breed it with a different other PAL than itself, the baby will have zero chance to obtain the exclusive ability. Exclusive abilities just means that they are exclusive to that specific PAL, but they are different from learnable abilities, because every single PAL will learn an ability, right? So with that being said, certain abilities that are learned by specific PALs will be able to breed said learned ability with other PALs if they are not exclusive and they are not fruitable. Okay, now what does this icon mean? So this fist just means that it's a melee icon, okay? It's melee. So now that you got all that squared away, let's look at the first ability on this page, okay? On this website that is breedable. So Megaton Implode is a really awkward ability. It's very much similar. It functions very similar to how the B Guard like kamikazes themselves. And all it is just that the PAL will just like risk its life and cause a massive explosion to those around it. And the one who learns that is the Tokoto. It does 500 times power damage, whatever that title is. Now he does have access to the regular normal skill of fruits ability, implode, so just keep that in mind. We are actually going to take him out and try him out. Okay, here you go. This is what the boy does. Get in there, buddy. He missed. He missed. He missed! No! Okay, here we go. Maybe this time it actually hits. 9,999, basically 9,900,999 damage. Okay, so Poison Fog is the next one. Poison Fog is unlocked through these pals. Prunelia is what her name is. Here we go, I have a higher level. So Poison Fog is actually the same thing. Not same thing, it is Prunelia learns Poison Fog and Poison Shower, but what Poison Fog is literally very much similar to a Cinemoth partner skill. Let me see if I can bring it up. Okay, so here's plenty of Cinemoths. Let's see if I can just snag one of them, and I'll show you guys. So Poison Fog, you see this? Targets an enemy with Poison Fog. That's his partner skill when activated, but he also learns Poison Fog. So it's kind of weird, but he is the only one out of like this entire weird grassy group of pals that are outside of Fabric pals, right, the Fabric region, those guys, that learns Poison Fog. So let's see if we can just have him attack something. He wants to attack these doofuses. Yeah, so that's what Poison Fog is. It just disperses a fat cloud. Now, it does periodic damage. You see how they are aggregated by all that poison juice? Hopefully he doesn't die to these. But I also have a poison active skill, so he should be able to cast twice. Yep. But yeah, so that is Poison Fog. I'm actually gonna showcase them both. So this is Poison. That was Poison Fog. Literally the same exact animation, but I will show you guys through an Anubis point of view, because he's my most breaded pal when it comes to the abilities. So we have Poison Fog, then we have Dark Ball. Oops, crap, I didn't want to do that. So Dark Ball is a weird ability as well. Lots of the pals from Faebreak, you see these guys all learn it. I have one example from what's his face? Where did my mask go? Here it is. Dark Ball. It's just a bunch of dark wisps. That's literally what it is. Okay, but first we're gonna go through the fog and then shower. Then we're gonna do dark ball and then wisp. Alright, here's Poison Fog. Ooh. See that? It looks really freaking cool. And it's just a big fat cloud. Now the one thing to note is that this aggregation of poison, it's not healing him periodically. Okay, it's not healing him periodically. Because if it was, then he'd have a green hue on him 24/7. But look at this. You see him? There's no green on him. There's no green. Very minimal green, but that's just from the initial disbursement. Right, and his earth attack, whatever thing. Now, this is Poison Shower. It's weird. It's just a disbursement of a bunch of blobs of poison. And 99% of the time, it will miss. Like, a lot. It'll just, literally just miss so much. Okay, hang on. Let me get out of here. Okay, now we're gonna focus on Dark Ball. Dark Ball is just a specific, only single sphere that slowly tracks down an enemy. Very interesting, I will say. Dark Wisp, Dark Wisp is a menacing ball of dark energy that, I don't know why it says A, because it's like 30 of them. It's like 10, really. Anyways, let's get into the Dark Ball. Yeah, so it's just one sphere. It's funny, because his Dark Cannon literally just took him out. And it's on a very long cooldown. So once again, that's Dark Ball. Like, it tracks an enemy. So I don't know how far. Okay, yeah, so that's practically its range. If we look at the what it says, yeah, 1000 is pretty darn short. So that was Dark Ball. Now let's try Dark Wisp. Aha, lovely chickens. So actually, 32,000 damage? What the heck? You notice how like all of them missed except for like one. Oh, maybe. Oh, nuts. They need to code it a little better, I guess. I don't know if it's hard to code, but it should like track everything in the way, right? Right? Okay, so we went through Dark Ball, Poison Fog, Poison Shower. Where is Poison Shower? Should be down here. Yep. So we already just did Dark Wisp. Is fires a menacing ball? Why does it say A? Doesn't make sense. So next one will be Charge Cannon, and then meteorain. Okay, so Charge Cannon, and then meteorain. Now they are both pretty amazing abilities. Let me grab them out real quick. So they are these two abilities right here, and where you get them from is a level 60 Jet Dragon. Let me see. Level 60 Jet Dragon. You have to. Technically, what happens is that you go out and obtain the legendary Jet Dragon, and then he will have just a surplus of all of his abilities. So meteorain is a very powerful ability because what people use it for is they go meteorain Gignus, meteorain Water Dragon, which is Yomentide, and it obliterates the little tiny mobs of Xenogators that the Xeno Lord possesses. Next will be Charge Cannon. So Charge Cannon is learned from Sylvia. Oh, not Sylvia. That's my personal name. His name is Sylvagus. Okay, so Charge Cannon is learned by this guy, and it's right down here. So I think he learns it at level 45. The funny thing here is that you can actually see where they learn it from. So they learn it from a Sylvagus at level 40. What the heck is this? So now let's go back to my beautiful meteorain. Charge Cannon. I really hope they don't spawn here. Okay, they didn't spawn here. Oh, why is that ice? Okay, we got some nightmares. So Dragon is good against Dark. With that being said, let's bring out Meteorain first. So it's a bunch of comets. See this? And it does an insane amount of damage. Yep, there we go. You see that? It's just a bunch of comets that rain down from the sky. It does a crazy amount of damage. So, Meteorain. You see a bunch of comets that rain down from the sky. That does a bit of damage, actually. That did a lot of damage. Now charge cannon. You see how cool that looks? And it chucks a fat ball of like dragon damage at them. Now I'm not gonna actually showcase Sylvages doing it. It doesn't look as cool. Well, maybe it does look cool. I don't know. I'm just biased. Now this is charge cannon, which is just like a whatever that's called. And it does AoE damage, by the way. AoE damage. Okay, moving onwards. So coming back here to the chart, we already covered meteorain, and we just covered, sorry, charge cannon right there. Now, going a little farther down, all-range thunder, baby. There's poison shower, by the way. Sneakily down here, I don't know why. Orange thunder and thunder rail. These are now the fade break abilities, I'm pretty sure. So orange thunder art, I call it art, and rail, thunder rail. Abilities from, so you obtain orange thunder and thunder rail from Azurmane, whatever. So here's orange thunder and thunder rail. Azurmane learns these both. Okay, I have them right here. Not you. Rail and art. So we have one that is an Orzerk art, which is pretty freaking amazing. He has ELLVS. We're not gonna do a god mode on that just yet. I'm gonna forward that for later. And then thunder rail in this guy. Look at those IVs! Come here, you. I'm gonna breed you. I wish I had my Yakumo. Okay, so we're gonna test it out. First, we're gonna test out the Anubis on him. On the water snake. Not you. Where is he? Right here. Because I love Anubis. Why is he going against this guy? Whatever. So this is what it is. It's just a bunch of rays. Right? It's pretty freaking cool. So let's try rail. Same thing, thunder rail on this guy. Why is everyone going up against these guys, man? Okay, whatever. Let's try all-range thunder. Yeah, so that's all-range thunder. It's just an AoE burst of thunder. It looks really cool, honestly, and especially how the guy attacks. Look at him. He goes down on the ground, and oh my god, it does so much damage. It just does so much damage. Wow. They're so majestic when they're dead. Just kidding. Now, let's keep looking. So we just did Thunder Rail and All-Range Thunder. Now we're gonna do the next 3, or technically 4 ones, the last 4. Will be Icicle Bullet from Lupmon Christ, DBS, Double Blizzard Spike, from Frostalion, the ice one, and Absolute Frost, which is from Palladius, and then Wind Edge, which is from Rebunny Botan or Warsect Terra. See them. So here's Icicle Bullet, here's Double Blizzard Spike, here's Absolute Frost, and here's Edge. Here is Rebunny Botan. Wind Edge is one of her abilities. These are technically all of her abilities, more or less. So this is a lot similar to Air Blade. Okay, it's the grass version of it, actually. So first and foremost, we're gonna do Wind Edge, which is strong against Earth Pals. Let's go tackle the Earth ones. Wait, why am I making a guide on the element? I'm just showcasing the ability. I'm like all over the place, I'm sorry. Okay, so you get Wind Edge from Bunny Botan or Warsect Terra, and that's what it is. It looks pretty cool, right? Boom! Look at that, 5 waves, and it goes pretty far. Oh my god, he one-shot it. So this is Icicle Bullet from Lupmon Christ. So this is Lupmon Christ. They learn Icicle Bullet. Okay, here I bred Absolute Frost on him for the sake of future god mode, whatever thing. Okay, next we're gonna do Icicle Bullet. Come on, buddy. Look at that! A bunch of icicle missiles, and they go flying. They go pretty darn far, right? Should be now. Look at that. Oh, something 6 of them, huh? Next is Absolute Double Blizzard Spike, which is from a Frostalion. These guys. So they learn it at like 60, okay? These are all of their normal abilities except for Holy Burst. I slapped that on for some bizarre reason, I don't remember why. What I actually like to do is, this one is not the right one, but what I like to do is slap Blizzard Spike and Diamond Rain, and they just cast slowly, but surely they deal a lot of damage, and they sustain themselves. Okay, let's try Double Blizzard. We would have to do Double Blizzard Spike out in the open. I didn't interrupt it. 2 fat chunks of spears, and it does that much damage. Yeah, 30k on basically these guys, but you get the idea. Now, we're gonna try it against Relaxosaurus Lux. Alright, so this is what it is. 2 humongous shards. Okay, so anyways. Next is Absolute Frost. So Absolute Frost is a legendary Palladius ability. So here we go. Absolute Frost right here. This is where they learn it. They actually also learn, I think they learn Holy Burst. I'm pretty sure they added that. I don't remember. Yeah, they learn Holy Burst, yeah. Okay, so this is Anubis's Absolute Frost. Look at that. You can't tell me that's not OP. Taking out the entire squad of these dragons with one ability. However, there is also another palette where this works extremely well on. Bastigor has Absolute Frost, Glacial Impact, and Stone Beat. So they innately get Glacial Impact, which is very much similar to a miniature Absolute Frost, and Stone Beat is obviously, well, the other things. So that is his, yeah, right there. That was his Glacial Impact where he jumps down, but that's supposed to be separate from this video. Where is the other one? It's over here. Okay, good. Why are they so big? Look at this. Look at this! Oh my god! Okay, so Stone Beat is actually from Bastigor, believe it or not. See? And it's from Gildan, but I don't have access to it. Yeah, so Stone Beat is, it hurls a massive freaking rock in the air. It's similar to the Cryolink's Terra that we were just again. So this is Stone Beat with VLSD. 2641. All of this, they are literally the same. Okay, first off, from its original source, Bastigor. So, yeah, he summons a boulder from the freaking sky. Now, Anubis. Watch this. Boom. Hits twice that time. Okay, let's just have you cast another time, please. Boom! I just love the goofy animation. It just drops a rock on there. So anyways, that is about it for the video. That is all 14 abilities in the entire game of Palworld during the Fate Break update. Okay, now obviously, there can be instances like in the future update where they're gonna give us more breedable abilities. Hopefully, I'm hoping that they add more to our current roster of pals as well. Like I would not like, look at this. They added spinning roundhouse, a very short cooldown on Verdash. Why is he so short too? What the heck? Very much similar to Anubis, who has spinning roundhouse. This one's on a much longer cooldown. 21 versus 9. Was it 9 or 15? I'd like to show you guys what it looks like. This is his spinning roundhouse. He kind of teleports in there, which is kind of weird. He doesn't do much damage. I don't know why he doesn't deal much damage. He's like the grass god. Not literally, right? And then here's Anubis. His looks a lot more... Look at him again. I mean, actually that one looks pretty badass. I like how he like jumps at him and does it. Anubis doesn't do that. He has to get up close to do that. Oh, come on. Anyways, that's about it for the video. Hope you guys have enjoyed the video. My name is Jess. Please like, comment, subscribe. Look forward to seeing you guys in the next one. This was the video on all active abilities. In other words, all breedable abilities with examples. Hopefully this video helped you guys out in the long run. If you have any questions whatsoever, please leave a comment down below. I will be more than happy to help out. I just need to know what, you have a question on. Alright, thanks for watching. Bye.